sometimes, quite often, not saying all the time, but that scripture is misused by maybe jealous, narcissistic people. You're maybe two-faced haters that are nice to your face or whatever. Misused by them to put you down or put other people down. Yeah. Not always, but there are telltale signs, and you have to be smart to deal with it. Alright, what's up, yins, guys? Time for another video. I did a video like this before, but I'm going to make it more clear, and I'm going to title it different and get to my point. That thing that people pull, especially Bible thumpers, and I'm not bashing anybody for their beliefs. You should, matter of fact, you shouldn't let this shit discourage you from your beliefs, even though there are people that have the same beliefs, don't act like you, and don't treat you like they're your equal. The not by works, it's a load of horse shit, but yet it's true at the same time. But we understand what it's supposed to mean. Yes, there are really ruthless people out there that are ruthless murderers and everything. Yeah, you can bring up a few, on YouTube documentaries who did great things and gave a lot of money and helped, did good stuff for people in front of everybody, like in front of the public, but they were far from good-natured. As a matter of fact, some of them even murdered the people they helped if they didn't behave the way they were. But you can go on and on about that in a separate video, those kind of people. That's what was made from even way back in those biblical times, or even before that. You had those, that's what that was really for, all the not by works. Yeah, we know, we understand that. That there are people like that even now. They'll do good shit in front of people or whatever for whatever, and they're far from good people. But even in understanding this, putting that aside, now that I cleared that up, you have people that will look down on you with a sneer on your face. They can even be in a church along with you, or pretend to be Christian along with you, or whatever. Or they be both black and white. You'll run into them. They'll say that shit not by works, with a smirk on your face. They'll say that with a smirk on their face, and then you'd have to have a smirk on your face to counter them. But they'll say that with a smirk on their face, looking down on you like you're a child. They don't regard you as their equal. Even when you agree with them, they'll be like, talk down to you like a child. They'll correct you even though you agreed with them and said the same stuff. You agree, even though you agree with a part of it that I just said to you. But you got these ones that they're jealous of you. They look down on you and talk down to you because they don't regard you as equal, and even though if you agree with them on part of it. Damn sirens in the background when I'm trying to make a video, god damn it. But anyway, because they don't regard you as their equal. They want to be up here and they want you to be down here. And a lot of them, and yes, they will even be the ones that are educated in ministry schools and different things too. Or it can be the ex-drug addict that, in some cases, exaggerates his sins in front of a whole bunch of people to get clout, and everybody claps. Oh, how good I am. Mr. Exaggerate my sins in front of a whole crowd, and look how good I am. And one-on-one, they'll talk down to you like they're always smarter or whatever the hell. But these are the kind of, you get the kind of people who they actually believe that if you have your nose perpetually or constantly any waking hours or any time that you're not working, going to a job or whatever, any extra time, if you don't have, they actually believe that if you have, that they have their noses perpetually buried in the Bible and scriptures, thinking about scriptures 24/7, and they don't physically, that they don't have to physically do anything, and that they believe that they're better than you or higher than you or whatever, and you're always the fool, and nothing you do matters. You can still go to the hell if you don't. You can go to the hell if you don't kiss their ass, and kissing their ass is the equivalent. They regard kissing their ass as the equivalent of being saved, and they'll question your accepting of Jesus Christ and who he is, what his intentions were, and I frankly think that he was responsible and intended, he was responsible for and intended to do away with the prehistoric sacrificial dogma that television religion defends to this day. But anyway, this isn't about evangelizing the name of Christ, but you get these people that perpetually buried in scriptures, don't read nothing else, and they claim that they're the ones that, like, maybe they feel outshined or intimidated by you or jealous of you, that they can do some of the same things you do, maybe whether it's for charities or for this or that. They're capable, but they're too lazy to do it. Maybe they regard you as an overachiever. But whatever reason that is, they feel inside butthurt, outshined, like the Soundgarden song from Soundgarden, feeling outshined. But that you're going to go to the hell or whatever. You don't kiss their ass, and it's all about putting people. Some of them, like I said, you're not putting down everybody that uses that scripture as long as they're using it the right way. But people have the tendency, these two people I talk about have the tendency to use and twist that scripture so that they can put somebody else down and look down upon somebody else. And you can see in their sneer that they're jealous or resent that maybe you, in their own heart or mind, they think that you're making them look bad. They want their personal attention for being, the all-knowing or whatever the hell, but not like you or them have any other conflicts other than that, but you would notice that you'd get the dirty looks or the passive aggressiveness, or act like they're congratulating you, but the tone sounds sarcastic with a sneer. There's YouTube videos about that. It's never sincere congratulation. It's like a compliment sandwich that they stick in. They get little digs in to let you know what they really think of you, and hide behind, the Bible or whatever. Yes, there are people like that, and it should not. And young kids are watching. Even young kids, if somebody, whoever the hell that's some liberal or whatever that watches my videos and rolls their eyes, in my opinion, it should not. It should not make you think everybody's like that, or make you want to follow bullshit like that Aleister Crowley nonsense that is no better. Like I've preached about that in videos before. You don't like games that people play, or with your mommy and daddy that screams, swears, and chain smokes in the house, but a different person in church, you're rebelling against them, and by worshiping the philosophies of a dead loser who squandered his daddy's fortune and died miserable and broke, you know. Yeah, what kind of hero is that, you know? That should not make you get into that shit either. It should have you be a critical thinker, and you do something for mankind. And even if you're out there in the world, swear like a ghetto sailor, you're black or white or whatever, you have some problem with certain people. Uh, don't let it don't let it dissuade you or discourage you from your accomplishments and doing what you felt is right. Don't let it turn you off of doing stuff that you do. Don't allow that people with those games to stop you from doing some things you do that you did some accomplishments and completely walk away for. I mean, let it make you completely walk away from it to a point where you're going to turn to some other kind of criminal act or Aleister Crowley nonsense, or some kind of get into some kind of cult belief that where they'll act like, oh, they're with you on that and have the same anger, and they want to just drag you into their crowd. And then you find people if you do that, you find people talking down to you too, you know, if you don't act exactly the way they do. And yeah, the saying in some crowds about being down with us, and when you get into those crowds too, that's content from another video. If anybody uses that expression, being you down with us, being down with us, it a bunch of people that had maybe some disenchantment with everything I said, and but yet you go into them crowds. That's a mistake too, because they don't want you to better yourself in any kind of way, and they get nasty and they'll belittle you or pull all kind of other shit too. You know what I mean? But that's content for those kind of people too, or content for like another video. But I'm just going to leave it at that. But yeah, beware of that. Stand your ground about that. Don't let anybody trigger you with the faces they make or whatever. If you can, ignore them. If you can outsmart them or be more intellectual to them, be more intellectual than them, which really it is hard. There's no talking to some of them people. They always want the last word. I'm not saying don't argue with them. I'm not saying be a coward. But I'm also saying in some cases, sometimes it's, if you talk to them too long, it's better to walk away and be a little, even if you don't do this in their faces, do it in their mind. All right, let me say that again. Even if you don't do this in their faces, you be doing it in your mind when you walk away from them. Because, there's nothing wrong with walking away too, because, in some cases there's no talking to people like that. You know, you're not going to win too. But it's like gaslighting too. Telltale signs in their behavior, and instead of out arguing them, that's why it's better to walk away and just give them less attention. Say, you know what, that's it, done. Don't continue the argument. Walk away and keep doing things the way you're doing, and then there's clever ways of making sure they hear about it, you know, like certain ways that people, you would say to other people, because for the reasons that you know who they're going to tell. There's ways of subtly getting even too, and they'll be the ones that are triggered or whatever too. But I'm gonna end it right there. That's enough.